WWE has begun the rollout for a new mysterious arrival, so we'll see everything that's been shown there. We'll also check out new updates for Alexa Bliss, Roman Reigns, and more. Starting things off with the mysterious new logo that has fans truly scratching their heads for answers. During the September 23rd edition of Raw, a cryptic vignette was shown for the very first time to fans. The vignette featured a logo being formed that appears to include the letters PFR in flames. On top of those three letters, a narrator can also be heard saying, "Fate is woven." And that was it for the teaser. This was only week one of the vignette rollout, so it's still very vague and does not include much details about whoever is behind it. We're to assume that these vignettes will continue to grow much bigger on Raw during the upcoming few weeks, and will start to reveal more about the identity or identities of whoever's behind the new cryptic message. Again, the teaser did not really give us much to go by, but fans are already taking a few shots in the dark about who it could be. An early fan guess is the Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders have been out of action recently as they've been recovering from their injuries, but fans feel like this cryptic teaser does sort of fit their aesthetic and vibe in many different ways. So fans do have their eyes on the Raiders as a possibility. Another duo fans have lightly talked about for the teaser is the Lucha Brothers. It's been all over the headlines recently that WWE is allegedly closing in on a deal with the Lucha Brothers. So fans are wondering if they could be a possibility as well. But they do seem a bit unlikely to be behind this teaser since the rumors of them signing with WWE just came out a few days ago. It usually is not that fast of a turnaround for newly signed superstars to appear on WWE television. It usually takes a bit longer than that, so that's what makes it seem like they're not really a possibility to be behind this teaser. Another big question fans have about the PFR teaser is if this is one individual, a tag team, or a faction. That question itself is a big mystery right now. So the information and theories are very bare at the moment, but we can surely expect new teasers on Raw every week from this point forward, and those teasers should continue to unwrap the mystery of who's behind PFR. Mystery and riddle vignettes like these are always a hit to fans, so it should be fun to watch them reveal it slowly. It's been a roller coaster of emotions all week long for Alexa Bliss fans that have been patiently waiting for her return. The hype for Alexa's return had flatlined considering that there was no teasers or anything to go by on WWE television. But that all changed on September 23rd when Alexa's Lily doll was spotted backstage for the first time in several years. We broke down that earlier in the week, explained how it could lead towards Alexa Bliss taking aim at Liv Morgan and the Women's World title. And it was just a lot of fun to have solid new Alexa Bliss return teasers to break down and discuss. And then just a few days after that Raw teaser, Alexa Bliss added more fuel to the fire by taking to her Instagram post to post a message that fans understood as another return teaser. Alexa took to her page to post the quote, "Don't worry, darling, I'll see you soon enough." Some fans understood that as Alexa talking to her actual Alexa Bliss WWE character, saying that it won't be long before she's portraying her again on WWE television. So Alexa Bliss fans were just on this strong high with so many positive teasers and information coming out, which made it truly feel like her return wasn't that far out. But then, a report from PW Insider dropped that really eliminated most of the hype. PW Insider claims that their sources tell them that an immediate return to WWE television is not in the plans for Alexa Bliss. They claim that WWE has had several creative plans made in advance, and how they're not looking to rush Alexa or anyone else back at the moment. They claim that the next realistic opening for Alexa Bliss to make her return to WWE television will be post the 2024 holiday season and early 2025. So that report was a bit deflating for fans that were getting hyped up with the new Lily appearance and the new post from Alexa herself. This report basically saying just not to expect Alexa Bliss to return until the calendar turns to 2025. So assuming it's true, it does take a lot of the hype away, but it's still possible that the next few months could be full of Alexa Bliss teasers and other cryptic messages for her return. Just look at how they handled Uncle Howdy's return rollout, for example. Howdy's first return teaser dropped within the Bray Wyatt documentary that came out in April, and then from there, they went on to give the audience a full 2 to 3 months full of rollout teasers. So even though Howdy was not on television from April to mid-June, there was still a journey and story to follow there that really kept everyone entertained until it was time for his actual return. So if they handle Alexa's return in a similar fashion, maybe there still will be enough teasers and content to keep us entertained for the remainder of 2024 and buy some time for early 2025 when Alexa's rumored to return by. So it's unfortunate that Alexa herself may not physically be seen on WWE television until next year, but hopefully there's a nice series of teasers that they have ready to roll out. We already seen Lily appearing backstage on Raw recently, so that's a good start and a good sign that there could be more to come for Alexa Bliss and Lily. Some great news just came out that directly impacts the Bloodline's current storyline, and this piece of news is Roman Reigns' schedule. Ever since the time frame right around WrestleMania 38, Roman Reigns transitioned from a full-time WWE superstar to a part-time superstar, and it was understandable. Roman obviously reached megastar heights and levels, so he wanted more free time to venture into new opportunities. But as a WWE fan, part-time Roman Reigns was a bit unfortunate, because he's obviously one of the biggest company's stars with one of the most compelling stories. So fans wanted to see more of him on WWE television as much as possible to keep pushing that narrative forward. He took a big break in 2024, missed several months of action, but recently returned at SummerSlam. And even since his big return at SummerSlam, Roman's schedule and WWE appearances have been a bit inconsistent, and it could get a bit challenging to build a story up with someone that's not there every single week. Well, it looks like that's all changing for the months of October and November. WWE just released a whole bunch of new dates for upcoming Roman Reigns appearances, and his schedule is absolutely jam-packed over the next few months. WWE is currently advertising Roman Reigns to appear on October 11th, 18th, 25th, as well as November 8th, 15th, and 22nd. So an absolutely loaded schedule for Roman appearances, where he will appear on SmackDown in consecutive weeks multiple times. That will allow for some serious progression to be made with the Bloodline story. And with Roman appearing on nearly every SmackDown over the next few months and leading into Survivor Series, fans think that's a good sign that some massive new chapter of the Bloodline story is about to kick off and reach a new peak at Survivor Series. For months now, the popular fan theory has been for a Bloodline versus Bloodline War Games match to take place at Survivor Series. Roman Reigns gets the old gang, or majority of the old gang, back together to take on all of Solo's new squad. That's been the #1 most talked about fan theory all year long, and judging by Roman's schedule, it clearly seems like he'll be busy and making lots of appearances for some big upcoming part of his story, which very well could be the reunion of the new Bloodline. Roman currently has an ally in Cody Rhodes, but who knows how long that will last and how smooth that will go. If things continue to stay rocky, Roman still will have no choice but to turn back to his family members. There's been no signs or teasers of Roman getting any of his original Bloodline members back quite yet. Not even Paul Heyman is back yet. But it looks like there's a strong chance to see the start of those old members slowly work their way back into the story over the next few months. Paul Heyman has said several times that he will be back on WWE television soon, but that he won't return until there's a direct way for his character to massively impact the current events of the story. So fans feel like the best way for Heyman's character to impact the story is by helping Roman do some recruiting and bringing back some of the reinforcements that Roman desperately needs. That'll be the best way for Paul Heyman to impact the current storyline, so we'll see if that comes true. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.